Minute Betting with Bob, Mike, Justin. It's Live Madness with Justin. Oh, my God.
All right. Let's do it.
And we're brought to you by OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company for sports bettors with the OddsJam Partner Program. Link below in the description. And watching games as we speak. Mr. Batsa is here. All right, come on, Oregon. That's all I can say right now.
Bob with the fancy background, but the dial-up internet. I mean, it's like, bro, you're halfway there, man. If you just get the dial-up internet fixed, you'd be gold, man.
Don't forget about the picks. Don't forget about the picks. The picks from me, Mike, and Tony. I almost said Bob. Me, Mike, and Tony. Link below in the description. 14-day free trial, folks. We've got free March Madness picks in there. Why would you not be jumping on board for a free trial for 14 days? And the golf up 56.07 units. That's still a lot.
That's a lot. Yes.
That's a lot. Of course, nobody cares about golf, right? Justin, you don't care. If you cared, you'd have been tailing, you'd have made a ton of money.
You care about making money, you should care about golf.
What's your unit size? $100 a unit?
Yeah.
Okay, you'd be up $5,600 right now.
Wow. Yeah. That's more than I did in golf. That's for damn sure.
All right. So we are March Madness, Thursday, first day. Anything you guys seen so far that stuck out other than Tom Izzo winning again in the tournament? Everybody wants to know, why do you pick against Izzo? I have no idea. He keeps on doing it. I picked against him like a dummy. Again, Mississippi State just could not shoot the ball, Mike.
No, they couldn't. And, it was unfortunate for them. They had an okay year. I mean, they didn't have a great year, but, they did have an okay year. But, no surprise there with Izzo getting the job done. Nothing's really stuck out to me. I mean, I guess you could talk about Duquesne beating BYU. I mean, BYU is a team that I talked about maybe being dangerous, and here Duquesne comes in and smokes them. I don't know what dance you call that. I guess Duquesne, whoever your
victory dance right there, baby.
The Duquesne you need a cane. You're old enough to be using one, so that's what you need right there. So heck, you could probably be their mascot. It'd just be an old man holding a cane. So whoever's in charge of Duquesne running their
first name of Duke.
Yeah, no, Duke Kane. And then you got the cane, the old man.
Can I wear a do-rag then?
You could, but I don't think you should. Well, you need to wear something. Don't take the hat off.
I already got the ponytail, so.
Yeah, I guess you could pull that off. You'd probably look more like a pirate. So maybe they're the Duquesne Pirates.
Yeah, you know what my favorite letter is, don't you? Arr.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've got
clear your throat again. Why don't you?
Oh, you do it all the god darn time. We got Oregon and South Carolina, 74-62 Oregon. I have them. And Nevada beating Dayton, 34-25. Both games in the second half. I also have Nevada. And I had Duquesne. So, man, I am cooking. But that Michigan State game really ticked me off, man. Really.
Well, I expected better of South Carolina. They are obviously going to go out here to Oregon. Oregon looking pretty red hot. We'll see how long that continues. But, yeah, Nevada is definitely having their way with Dayton, at least so far in this game. But we're getting ready to, it's 43-31 now. We're getting ready to hit that point Nevada needs to continue to keep distance here. They don't want Dayton to get back in it and get this thing within single digits. So
Well,
Nevada will likely get the job done here.
I mean, they increased their lead from halftime from 9 to 12. So
yeah,
we'll take that. We'll take that. We are going to go through the games for tomorrow, and we'll keep you updated as to what's going on in these other games. I'm going to tell you right now, we don't expect a large audience. We're hoping that you're going to watch this video afterwards in the replay, so you can get some of our insight or what we're picking or where we're leaning on all of the games tomorrow. All right. First thing I want to do, guys, I think this is an essential part of watching college basketball and betting on college basketball. And that is the sportsbook screen. As you can see here, we've got, and we're not totally 100% in real time, but we're close enough because I'm telling you, I use this to my advantage. It helps me with EV live bets, and it helps me with live betting in general. Okay. You can see that we've got all the markets up here. We can actually take this down to the point spread, see if anything's changing there. As you can see, this was plus 10.5 5 seconds ago. Now it's up to plus 11.5. Do you jump on South Carolina, who was favored in this game, and take those 11.5 points right now? You can get 12 on Bet Rivers. What do you guys think?
South Carolina was not favored in this game. Oregon was.
No. South Carolina.
Well, to open up, but did South Carolina not close as dogs towards the end there?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Let me look. No, they were at minus 2.5, minus 2.5, minus 1.5. They closed to minus 1.5. Okay. So, you can do that when you.
No, I'm not jumping on that. I'm not jumping on South Carolina live on nothing. Nope.
Okay.
I'd stay away.
Okay. So what if I could get plus 15? Would you do it?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Justin, would you?
Probably not. As we speak, I'm trying to open up my bracket to see my analysis for all these games, but for whatever reason,
you have an analysis?
Yeah.
Oh hell, dude! I just take a dart and throw it, man.
I did it on Bet365, and I've never done this before, so I can't seem to access it. But so annoying, but oh well.
Okay. All right. It's plus 13.5 now.
I mean, what could you get Dayton for live? Just out of curiosity.
It's right here. Plus 9.5.
Yeah.
On BetMGM and FanDuel.
I mean, that's maybe one I consider.
Minus 130 to minus 125. Why? Nevada's winning this game, dude.
Yeah, I think they will, but I think Dayton could end up.
Think they can close it?
I think they can make it closer. Maybe it's a 7-8 point game. Something like that. But as I say that, Nevada hits a 3 and they're up 13. So, kind of the risk. Well, I mean, hey, that's the risk you take, though. Still time.
Once again, the optimizer just drags a little bit to real time. We're probably around 20 seconds behind right now, but we will get caught up. I just use it to see how the lines are moving and where everything is trending with my live bets. Okay. So no surprises. All we're going to do is talk about what is happening tomorrow. Okay. So let me get all the games pulled up here. And by the way, you can go to, whoops, the little trophy down here. If you want to access college basketball, click on that. This screen is going to come up with upcoming games. And let's make sure that we load them all up. That's Saturday. That's tomorrow. Okay. We're gonna have a mixture of NIT games in here too. No. All right. Let's start off with Northwestern and Florida Atlantic. I've got to lean. I really think I want to lean Wildcats here, guys. What do you think? I mean, I really feel like taking the +3.5 is the way to go in this game. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, unfortunately for us, we're not going to be able to bet this unless we get it on Fliff, Northwestern being an Illinois school. But yeah, I think I would probably tend to lean towards taking the points here with Northwestern for sure. I mean, you got to remember they did beat Illinois this year. I mean, you know, they've played in that Big Ten. They've beat Michigan State. They've, you know, played Purdue tough. They ended up losing that game to Purdue that went to overtime, though. So, I mean, it's not – I mean, they've played pretty good. And I think I would back them.
Okay. All right. Justin, you got any thoughts there?
Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, I think I did pick the Wildcats to win in my bracket. So I think the +3.5 is a good way to go.
And because it's in your bracket, it means it's going to win, right?
Oh yeah, it's a lock. A lock.
A lock. Okay. You know, obviously the next game, Colgate and Baylor, that's a no-brainer. I mean,
yeah,
you know, Baylor all the way, gonna cover the spread, -14. I mean, Colgate, isn't that a toothpaste company?
Yeah. That's the school of toothpaste.
Okay,
so,
that's where all the dentists come from.
Yeah, that's maybe. That may be.
Wouldn't it be funny if it was?
It would be.
Okay. We're all on Baylor there. I think that's a no-brainer there.
Yeah, I think so too.
UAB and San Diego State now, on the other hand.
I kind of like UAB here, guys.
I do too, Mike.
I got to be honest with you. I mean, I know they're riding some heavy momentum too. I've got to be honest with you. I mean, hey, we're talking about FAU. I mean, and FAU is a good team. We do think Northwestern will surprise them, but you know, that's a team that you saw UAB beat this year. You know, so yeah, I think I like UAB here, man.
Justin, you're pulling up the rear.
I think I got San Diego State in this
Okay.
one.
All right. So that's what you're sticking with? We can't sway you? You know, you can have it in your pool. That doesn't mean you got to bet it.
That's true. That is
Marquette, Western Kentucky. I'll let you go first. Justin, who?
Oh, obvious Golden Eagles. That's a no-brainer, and I'm pretty confident I got that in my bracket as well.
Okay. What about the point spread? That's not in your bracket. It's a betting show, Justin.
Okay. Betting. Only betting. Okay. Yeah, I think I'd lean the -14.5. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Oh, real quick, guys. Brandon Freeman's got something for us here. He's got Jalen Green over 3.5 assists. Taylor Hendricks over 6.5 rebounds. The Joker over 7.5 assists. And McCann over 2.5 shots on goal. All probably pretty good. I mean, I like a Jalen Green over. Definitely like a Joker over. McCann shots on goal for sure. I mean, he's pretty golden when it comes to that. So
yeah, you gotta like Jalen Green's new role. I've took him over his points the past 4 games. He's gone over every single time, and this time he's favored actually to go under. So I think this is not bad. You know what though? I actually am shorting the first time in my sports betting life. I am shorting Jokic on his PRA.
Okay.
I mean, he can still go under that and still give you 8 assists. So I hope that works out for the both of us. But yeah, that's what I'm on tonight. That's my Shocking, but my biggest play of the
What's
night.
that number tonight? I haven't looked yet.
46.5, and I've got him his PRA.
Oh man.
Because
you're gonna go under. Why? What's your reasoning now?
Because the Knicks are ruthless against the center position. When Jokic played them last time, Hartenstein was not in the game, and they schemed him, and he went under, heavily under. Now they got Hartenstein playing. Hartenstein is 96 tile percentage and is an insane defender. So I could be totally wrong. You know, Jokic.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would roll with that for sure. Hey, how about Milwaukee last night? I know they didn't get the win, but boy, they made that interesting against Boston. Coming back in that game, it looked like at halftime. Well, I mean, even at the end of the third quarter, I mean, I thought, yeah, Milwaukee's dead. But they came back and made that interesting, didn't they? And that was without Giannis.
Yeah. That's right.
All right, let's give an
last night
update here. Looks like Oregon's going to beat South Carolina. 13-point lead with 1 minute and 16 seconds left.
Yeah, Nevada's smoking Dayton.
I know, baby. You got to know how to pick these brackets, guys. You got to know what you're doing. That's all I can tell you.
All right. Mr. freaking bracketology over here.
Bob's bracketology.
Bob's bracketology, yeah.
Yeah, how many brackets did you guys do?
One.
Yeah,
one.
I'm not a big bracket guy.
Yeah, me neither. I just did one.
Yeah,
but I will say this: last night, how about them Tigers, Grambling State, baby?
Yeah, baby!
Woo!
Hey, and let's not forget about Colorado. Come on, that was my.
Yeah, you were on Colorado. I actually leaned towards backing Boise State and taking the points a little bit, leaned it, but I didn't touch it. Obviously, that ended up being a 7-point win there for Colorado. So, yeah.
Now, Mike, did you bet Grambling State?
Wait, sorry.
Mike, did you bet Grambling State?
When? Last night?
Yes.
Yeah, I put a half a unit on it.
You did?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Well, you lied to me.
Didn't want to jinx it, man.
Oh, okay. All right.
You're
good.
bad about that, man. Randall can vouch for this. Bob is horrible at middle of a game in it. You got a bet in it, and you just, he either knows you have the bet or he doesn't know you have the bet, and he's asking, if you've got anything. You're just like, man, I don't even want to talk about it or jinx it. And he's so known to all of a sudden, man, this is going to be a winner. And it's like, then you lose the bet because he jinxes
Because I did it, right? And you know what?
Every time.
Let me tell you what you and Randall are a problem with. You can be 10 seconds into a game and the team you pick is losing. You're like, they're not winning.
Yeah, reverse jinx. Now, reverse jinx is good.
It doesn't work. It's
reverse. No, reverse jinx. Reverse jinx is freaking good, dude. That's smart. That's being smart. What you do is just annoying, number one. And number two, it just brings bad vibes all around to the game because you start, man, looks like you're going to win this. And it's like, bam, team hits a 3. Bam, another. You're like, Bob, why'd you have to open your mouth?
Can I tell you something here?
That's okay, Steven. That's all right, man. That's all right.
They say when you get older, you start, reverting back into a kid. I feel like my dad just chewed my ass out there. I'm just saying.
Well, look, man, people got money on the line and you're asking, or hey, what do you have a bet in this game?
All right. And are we done jumping Bob's ass? All right, let's move on. God darn. Look, this ain't crap on Bob Day. You know what I'm saying?
No. It's just you have bad timing with that stuff. Looking good, boys, and then it doesn't look good all of a sudden.
Well, how about looking at the Lobos and the Tigers, Clemson and New Mexico? What do you guys think? Justin, I'm gonna let you first again. I like putting pressure on you.
Fair enough. That's all good. Think I like New Mexico.
I think I do too. I mean, I definitely would take money line, the -2.5. Probably as good in all honesty, but I am definitely backing New Mexico here.
So New Mexico would be another 11-6 with Nevada wins. Yeah, I like it. I like
I
the
do
10
too.
7s and 11-6s. Definitely. All right, let's go on to the next game tomorrow, which is Yale versus Auburn. Okay, I'll take Auburn.
Yeah, I mean, Auburn's obviously going to win this game. I mean, the thing with Yale is
They're smart.
they are competitive, and they do have some size. They got that one guy down low.
That one guy?
I can't remember his name. The 7-footer they've got. I can't remember his name.
Wow.
But anyway, if you remember, I mean, they were up at halftime against Kansas earlier in the year. So I mean, Yale definitely, they beat Quinnipiac. You've seen that. I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like Yale could be competitive here, but I could be dead wrong.
You think that taking the points with Yale is the route to go?
I mean, I would lean it.
I'm going to tell you right now, Randall will be on. I don't think he's thinking that.
Well, and that could be me reading this completely wrong. This could be saying Auburn blowout, and I'm, that's very possible. That's why it's really a tough one for me. I mean, my thought is, hey, Yale has looked competitive at times, and I mean, maybe they could squeak out covering this spread, but I could be looking at that all wrong. This line could be saying Auburn by 20.
What do you think their job?
Auburn, I'd say for sure. Auburn.
Let's move this Colorado and Florida matchup, which with Colorado there, guys, I don't know what to think here with this game. I mean, that first four.
Yeah, they catch momentum.
Yeah, there's usually a team that does it. And Colorado's now won 9 out of their last 10. Are they the ones that catch fire and get, a win out of the playing games?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Florida has been pretty good this year. That's the worry here. And they were in the SEC championship game and lost to Auburn. So. Part of me still wants to back Florida here, man, a little bit, because I still think they are a team that could make a little noise. I mean, at least here. I mean, obviously they're the 7 seed and the favorite here, but I think I'm backing Florida.
-1.5. I'll take that with the Gators.
I think I would, man. I mean,
Justin, what do you think?
And that was a tough game for them against Auburn in that championship game. I mean, you almost felt Auburn was going to whip them there. I mean, Florida had already beaten them pretty bad early February, so that was probably a revenge spot for Florida, or for Auburn, I should say, against Florida. So, yeah.
Justin?
I think I'd lean the +2.5 too, honestly.
Okay. So that you're leaning to Colorado then, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay. All right.
Wow. Okay. That's fair. I mean, like I said, this should be an interesting matchup here. You got
Speaking of interesting matchups, so we can get through all these games, Texas A&M and Nebraska is a very interesting matchup.
Really is.
I got A&M in this game, but this is not going to be an easy task for the Aggies. I will lean Texas A&M. I'll lean them on the money line. Justin?
I think I'd lean Nebraska, actually, because I think Here's something of knowledge I can give. That one Asian guy, the Steph Curry wannabe, he's a damn good shooter. I saw that game against the Hoosiers. I roll with that. So,
Mike, you going Nebraska too?
I mean, I got to lean A&M. The worry here is you've seen it with A&M. They've won some big games. I mean, they played Houston tough way early in the year, obviously, but they played them very tough. But then they turned around a couple of games later and lost to LSU, which is a bad loss.
Right.
But then they've had some good wins. They've beaten Kentucky twice, one in the SEC tournament, and then once in the regular season. They played South Carolina tough. They got spanked by Alabama and Tennessee, though, but they beat Tennessee one of the two times. They beat Florida. I mean, I think the SEC was pretty tough this year. I think I'm leaning A&M.
All right. Nothing like having a name like a Catamount. Catamounts against the Blue Devils. You know what? The Catamounts plus 12.5 looks like the play to me. I'm taking the Catamounts, baby. Actually, I have Duke in my bracket, but with the points here, I think I'm on a Catamount.
I think I like that too. Actually, I'm with you on that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll roll with that. I'll roll with that.
It's all in the name, You're gonna go. Well, what's your angle?
Name, man.
I like the name.
They won their conference tournament, and they ended the year hotter than crap. I mean, if you look, I don't know how many they've won in a row. 10 at least. So, they definitely won a lot of games.
Grambling versus Purdue. Now, here's the deal. Purdue lost to a 16 seed last year, did they not?
Were they a 2 seed last year? And then the year before they were a 1.
Okay, well, maybe, but whatever the case.
Yeah, didn't they lose to Princeton last year? Was it Princeton that beat them?
You're right. It was the year before.
And Princeton was a 15, but the year before that, Purdue was a 1 seed and lost, I believe.
I don't know. I have to check it. But look at this, guys. You can catch 27 on Caesars at normal juice. I mean, maybe Edie and the boys are too much for him, but I got to tell you, man, 27 points, a lot to give in any tournament game. I think I'm jumping on
that. Yeah.
Tough one.
Yeah. And Grambling State's got that guard, that 6'7" kid. He's pretty tough as a guard. That's tough to, you saw him with some steals in that game yesterday, last night. Man, I do feel like I would put a little bit of money on backing Grambling State on the points.
My God. Plus 27, that's insane, isn't it, Mike?
Yeah, but man, there's no way Purdue's. I think Purdue's going to beat them pretty good. I do. I think we could maybe cover that, but I do think Purdue will maybe beat them by 20 plus. Truthfully,
well, you know what? That's going to be my play coming out of this show. I'm just going to promote it as Bob's play. How's that, Justin?
All right. We got Daryl Turner. He says, "Good evening, gentlemen." And he says A&M can beat Nebraska because they have a lot more of wing scores than Illinois. So the Cornhuskers will have no problem with those wing scores of the Aggies. And take the over with McNeese State and the Drake game.
Yeah, he was on the morning coffee show today. Yeah, saying the same thing. And Stephen Batsa, did you bet Daryl's did you parlay his picks together this morning or not? Just curious. All right, let's get to a few more games here. Using the OddsJam line shopping aspect of the website. All right, Charleston and Alabama. Roll Tide. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what, though, there's times Alabama just really makes me scratch my head. But yeah, I think they win this game
Yeah, me too.
and cover. Obviously, cover. We're not talking about winning.
Yeah, covering the 9 to 9.5. Boy, Caesar's got some good lines here, guys. You're picking up a half a point here or there to your advantage. Houston and Longwood. Well, since I've got Houston in the championship game against Arizona, I think I'll take Houston.
Me too. Yeah. Nice.
And I'll take them to cover 23.5.
I really like that, actually.
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess I can roll with that.
By the way, no buzzer beaters today, right, guys?
No. Really blowout city today, other than the BYU Duquesne game.
Right.
But everything else has really been, blowouts.
This is a game right here where this is a 12-5. It's James Madison and Wisconsin. But the whole country, I think, is on James Madison. I got to tell you guys, I went ahead and took Wisconsin.
I think I'm on Wisconsin too here, man, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, the spread. Now, could James Madison make it closer than the spread? Quite possibly.
Possibly so. Yeah. But I do like Wisconsin to definitely cover.
I mean, they played a good game against Illinois in the Big Ten championship game. GCU and Utah State, or Utah State. I'm on TCU, baby. I'm a horned frog if there ever was one.
Well, Bob, you saw Utah State last year when they played your Missouri Tigers in the first round and were beat. So you got to see them. I'll tell you what, though, this year I think Utah State. I'm rolling with Utah State and taking those points, man.
Ooh.
I am coming off that blowout loss to San Diego State, and then before that they were on a little bit of a roll. They lost last year in the first round. I think they get out this year, and I honestly think they got a shot to win this game.
You actually could have gotten TCU on the money line at -150, but obviously that's gone up. Okay. All right. What do you think there, Justin?
I back TCU.
Thank you. Stick with the old man here.
Yeah.
And finally, a very interesting matchup that I think, well, once again, I think people don't really know. It's a 12-5.
Yeah,
Are we
this
having
one
a
I'm not
12-5?
sure.
Yeah. There are a lot of people who are awful high on St. Mary's. Tony's talking about him. Randall's talking about him.
Yeah. Daryl Turner, TCU might lose. Agree with you, Daryl. I happen to agree with you. My other two friends here disagree with me, but that's okay. That's okay. I mean, when you go through every single game like this, you're probably going to have some disagreements. I mean, Bob's.
When did we become friends?
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, Justin. What do you think? I'm on St. Mary's.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna stick with the old man on this one.
See, now here's the thing: the Grand Canyon.
Bob, that Dayton plus. Remember that Dayton plus? What was it? 9.5.
Yeah,
we were looking at. Well, they're only down 6 right now, so evidently that would have been the route to go. It's looking like maybe.
See, that's why you can use that sportsbook screen live to help you out. Here's what I want to say about the Grand Canyon antelopes. It sounds too much like a cantaloupe, and I'm not really big on cantaloupes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my angle. Okay, yeah, 6-point game. It's now 6.5, 6 and 5.5. So yeah. And you
Again,
obviously
it could still lose, but it would have
Right.
been, it definitely was a solid play. It looks like.
it looks like what we would have done if I'd have taken that 13.5 with South Carolina, I'd have lost by the hook.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I mean that one I was staying
Well,
away.
That's why I said if it could get up to 15, I might take it. I won't do my research on tomorrow's games until midnight tonight. Okay. Well, let us know in the morning what you're doing. James Madison might win, and Western Kentucky might win, just at the top of my head with no research. Okay.
Got
Cool,
some
man.
dogs there. Okay.
Yeah. Take some dogs. All right, guys. Anything else in the NBA or we got a big slate in the NHL tonight. I'm rooting against who am I rooting against? Vegas, because I want them to lose. Because I'm a Blues fan, and I don't care what you guys say. Mike's on the Blues. Are you not on the Blues today, or not? No, you're not. I was thinking about being on the Blues. I'm actually on the under in that game because I don't think Ottawa's a very good team at home.
Yep.
Okay. I like
Okay.
that.
And let's see. We got Boston and the Rangers. That's a pretty big matchup, guys. I do like Boston there. Florida plays Nashville. Here's the question of the night. In the NHL, does Florida stop the unbeaten streak of the Predators tonight? Does it end here? I say yes.
100%. Florida's lost 2 in a row. They need to get back on track anyway. So yeah, I mean, and I say get back on track. I mean, I guess I really don't. It's only 2 in a row. I mean, they're having a dynamite year, but I don't think they lose 3 in a row. I was getting ready to look. I don't know. Have they lost 3 in a row all year long? I know they didn't.
They have. Actually. They have.
Yeah, they had a 4-game losing streak there in January.
Yeah.
And that's it. Let's go back to October. So yeah, only one time though. So they lost 4 in a row in January, but I mean they haven't lost 3 in a row. And not very often have they lost 2 in a row. So
Daryl likes the Bruins over, the Magic under, and the Sacramento Kings on the over. That's full game on that.
Awesome.
Yeah, I like that too. I think Sabonis is going to absolutely feast on this terrible Washington Wizards team.
All right, let's go watch some basketball. We got a 3-point game here.
Yes, let's go. Folks, thanks for joining us. Good crowd today. Surprise, we'll be back tomorrow. Merce and Kia, 2 nurses at once. That's two nurses.
Awesome.
I'm going to bless you all now.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
Get used to that, Justin, when you go to Portland or Oregon or wherever you're going.
Oregon. Yeah, Portland.